Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Cats of the Underworld podcast.
Hello.
The podcast where we talk about internet goings-on and news about the internet and stuff.
Just internet stuff in general.
Yeah. Today we are going to talk about none other than YouTube.
Or just content creation in general, I would say.
Yeah, you might have read the title already. Today's going to be a very interesting episode. Hope you're excited.
Yeah, so for a bit of context, I guess, I run in case you're new, I run a YouTube channel called Chipflake. It's like an animation channel, and it's currently at around 1 million subscribers.
And I run my own channel with about 8k subs.
Yeah.
So you have views from a small content creator versus a big content creator, I would say.
Exactly.
So pretty diverse opinions here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess we kind of just want to get into the whole idea of like doing this as a job. What are some of the good things about it, some of the bad things about it? And I guess especially we kind of want to focus on the bad side, not to like discourage people from pursuing this kind of thing as a job, but more so because there's just so many things that I feel like people don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Both that and also there's so many misconceptions that people have.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I just kind of want to talk, like me specifically, I want to talk about things that I guess I wish I knew before I started. And I feel like if you know these things and you come out of it and you still want to do it as a job, you're going to be better off because you know these things, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I guess for us, we kind of started YouTube at a time when people didn't necessarily want it to be influencers. You know, like back then YouTube was always like this kind of thing that people would watch if they would like hang around on the PC a bit too much, and not a activity like watching TV and that kind of thing. At least in my time, I would say. When I started making YouTube videos, and people and I would tell people, hey, I make YouTube videos, they'd be like, what the fuck is YouTube?
What's a YouTube?
So you like upload videos and people watch them, and you play games, you record yourself playing games and people watch it. Like, that's so boring. So yeah, we got some OG views on this kind of thing, I would say.
It's really interesting because you see like these polls that people do where kids like answer what they want to be when they grow up. And then the YouTube/influencer is like massive.
Yeah.
And you can kind of understand why.
Yeah. It's very lucrative if you think about it.
Because there are like good things about it. Like, we don't want to just like shit on it.
Yeah, our negative list is longer than our positive list, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So I think like especially now it's so lucrative because of like the state of the like what I don't know the word right now of like the workforce, I guess, right now.
Oh yeah. More people are starting to like get into like remote jobs and that kind of thing. There's this whole movement going on, kind of, where people fucking shit on like 9-to-5 jobs and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like the whole like anti-work thing, which is also another thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because
if you heard about it,
the generations that are like older than us, you know, you have like the like I guess the boomer generation where they just do their 9-to-5, they like save enough money, they get a house and stuff.
Back when houses were actually affordable, might I add.
That is one part of it. The other part is like that generation, and I feel like some millennials maybe even still have that opinion that like this is just like how life is. Life is hard. You work a lot. That's just how it is. Just shut up and deal with it.
Yeah.
But like the current generation, people around our age, especially people younger than us, like early 20s, even teenagers nowadays are, starting to realize, these 9 to 5 jobs are like not worth it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody is realizing, you're putting all of this work into these jobs where they don't care about you and you barely get any pay out of it. And they just treat you like garbage and stuff. So it's no wonder that more young people than ever would rather be a freaking influencer.
Yeah.
Or like any sort of self-employed job.
Yep.
Because, for example, you can be your own boss. You don't have to listen to a dude be like, hey, come in at 8 a.m. You're not going to be able to go home for the next 12 hours because I say so.
Also, you have like 20 to 30 days of holidays per year, which doesn't sound like a lot and is actually not a lot.
It is. That's the thing I was kind of talking about earlier. Like older generations, they hear that and they're like, "Whoa, 30
holidays,
30
bro?
days off! Holy crap!"
And I have to work for the rest of the year, bro.
Yeah, but
not including weekends, obviously, but
And then like young people nowadays are like, "Dude, that's nothing."
Yeah.
Like, why are you okay with like freaking slaving away for all of those days?
What I found insane, like young people, or I guess people who are still in school, they kind of have this, or at least I had that perspective in my life. When I was in school, I was like, okay, school's like, it kind of sucks. I kind of hate school. I wish I had like a job and like I could do my own thing and that kind of stuff. But once you like finish school or like you drop out of school, whatever the circumstances, you suddenly realize like, hey, school is actually kind of cool, All you had to do was go to a place, sit down, learn some stuff, write some stuff, and you get like 6 weeks holiday in summer. And it's like, holy shit, 6 weeks? And then it's like, you start your first job and it's like, wait, how many holidays do I get? 25? 25 days. Okay, how long is that? That's like...
less than a month.
Yeah.
Less than a month out of 12.
Yeah. Like, I personally had like this fucking shock when I started working for the first time. Like I was working for the cooking job. If people have watched the episode where I talk about my life.
Episode 2. Wait, 1. Episode 1.
Episode 1, yeah. Episode 1. Yeah, and I was kind of like, holy shit, okay. I mean, like, earning money is nice, but that's kind of the only good thing. If you do a job that you do not enjoy, and you're only doing it for the money, like, is that really the way to live?
Yeah, like, it just like sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
Like you, what are you doing with your life? You just work to get money to go back to work.
Yeah. I guess this could be a good segue into what being self-employed / being a YouTuber is like. Because yes, if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to open up your own business and you have to be self-employed.
Okay, I mean, I was gonna go through some more positive things before we jump straight into the negative stuff.
Okay, sure. Let's go through the positives first. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would say we should put that in like one section.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep my hot takes a little bit under the radar for now.
Yeah. So I guess so. You have like being your own boss, and
that's pretty cool. Pretty nice.
See, it's kind of hard. I say that we should segment these things, but also it's going to be kind of hard to do that because, for example, one of the positives is that you have a flexible schedule. You can, wake up whenever you want and work whenever you want, but that's also like only to a point.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like you can just make one video and take like an entire year off and think like, all right.
Exactly.
That'll be it.
I wrote in my notes, flexible schedule in brackets to a point. And a lot of those notes are like that.
Yeah.
Another one is that theoretically you have a limitless earning potential. I feel like...
Yeah, you made that sound really good.
I feel like that's one of the maybe the main thing that people like... Okay, one of the most popular reasons why people want to be an influencer, because there
Money.
are there are influencers out there that are earning freaking millions.
Millions,
They're making
yeah.
bank.
They technically don't have to work another day in their fucking
Yeah.
rest of their lives.
They're like set for life.
Yeah.
It's crazy and very understandable why you would want to strive for that.
Yeah.
Again, it's only theoretically,
Mm-hmm.
which we will get onto later.
I mean, how many YouTubers are there that earn like above, I don't know, $1 million each year?
we will get to that.
Yeah.
Again, the potential to make whatever you want. Again, that also ties into like how much you're earning and stuff. But another reason why people want to be influencers is the ability to make art, I guess,
Yeah.
and make a living off that art. You have technically this this like never work a day phrase that you might have heard of. That when you do something that you are really passionate about as a job, you never work a day in your life.
Oh yeah, yeah, true.
And kind of stemming off from that, when people like see your art, your work, and they like appreciate it enough that they like support you and watch your stuff, keep coming back to it and stuff, that is like an indescribable feeling.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
It's pretty epic, not gonna lie.
Orgasmic level.
Yeah. And another positive is that you can potentially create things that you wouldn't have been able to before. For example, merch.
Yeah.
Personally, I find like clothing design and stuff like that is really interesting to me. And that's something I can kind of explore thanks to YouTube. I can create like freaking like plushies and shirts and stuff. All thanks to this being my job.
Yeah.
So it does open up avenues for other things that you can kind of explore and enjoy.
Yeah. It opens up doors, I guess. And now we get to the negative stuff.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh, I was just joking.
I was just thinking about that the second to last point that I just brought up about this feeling that people appreciate your work.
Yeah.
It's kind of not that simple, because when you are like growing on YouTube, you if you think about it in your head, you're like, oh, imagine if like 50 people watched my video. That's so many people. Like that would be so amazing.
Yeah.
But when you actually get there, it doesn't really feel like as fulfilling as you expected it to.
Yeah.
And what tends to happen is you get on this like I don't know what to call it, like this road where
I know
you
what
keep,
you mean.
you keep thinking to yourself,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
if I reach this goal, I'm going to be happy, and then you
Yeah.
reach that goal, you're not happy. Okay, then I have this goal instead, and you just keep like trying to aim
Yeah,
for more. I don't know. I guess it's like this whole like the grass is greener kind of situation.
It definitely is. Like I remember like when I started out YouTube, I had like 1 subscriber and that was like my friend. And then I had 10 subscribers and I was like, whoa. And then I had 100 subscribers and I was like, holy shit, 100 subscribers? I'm gonna like make so much money soon. And then you make videos and it's like, okay, like you have this like goal in your mind where you're like, okay, at like 1,000 subscribers, or I don't know, like 100 to 500 views per video, you think you would be satisfied.
Yeah.
And then you reach that point and then you're like, this is actually not enough.
Yeah.
And then like maybe you start earning money on YouTube after reaching that insane threshold nowadays. Remember when you could just monetize like immediately on YouTube back in the day? That was nice.
Good times.
I was monetized that way, and then they took it away. I mean, to be fair, I made like maybe €3. It's something, but yeah. But yeah, it just keeps going. It's like an addiction. You get to a point that you think is enough, but you still end up reaching for more after you hit that point because you think it's not enough.
Yeah, frickin' TikTok is a really good example of that.
Oh yeah.
And that's like almost kind of how the algorithm works. Somebody makes a like banger video that gets like hundreds of thousands of views, and then they get this drive to like keep making more.
Yeah.
But then they realize those new videos that they're making, they're not getting as many views as that other one.
I wonder why.
And then they just get like trapped in this cycle of like, oh, I just gotta make the video better. I just gotta make more videos. You know, it like provides something to the platform, but the creator themselves is like not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, you have like one video that does extremely well, and then all the other videos are like not even close to that.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, I guess that's a really good segue into this thing that you're gonna deal with a lot if you want to become a YouTuber is that you put so much work into a video, and 90% of the time you're not gonna get the reward back.
Unless you are some kind of SEO genius, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot of factors playing into that, but it's almost like completely random.
Yeah,
and you would.
It's like playing the lottery with lesser odds than winning the lottery.
Yeah, and it's such a like. It destroys your motivation because you think, okay, if I just work harder, work more, then I get my reward. Like that's how you would think it would work, and it would be really nice if it would work like that.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't.
Yeah,
you know, a video you can spend like a day on could get millions, while one that you spent months on gets like 10.
Yeah,
and that's something that you have to deal with when you do this as a job.
Yeah,
and it's saying that it destroys your motivation is honestly an understatement.
Yeah, when people think about becoming YouTubers, you know, like they have this like fantasy in their head, especially people who like never made any videos. You know, they think like you just go on YouTube, you upload like 1 or 2 videos, and then you watch the money roll in. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And those kinds of people don't think about how much work goes into not just being a YouTuber but making videos. One thing I really wanted to talk about is people not understanding how long it takes to make a video sometimes. Like no matter how complicated it is or like simple, you know, being a YouTuber, you have to have a basic understanding of how to even make videos, as in how to use programs, how to use your cameras.
I mean, lighting, microphones.
I mean, phones make it very easy to make videos nowadays. That's one plus, I suppose. If you want to make videos with your phone, that's definitely possible today. I mean, I make my videos on my phone, so, you know. But yeah, you still have to like know how to use Premiere, DaVinci Resolve. Maybe you want to use Sony Vegas. You know, I mean, you could probably use more basic programs, but you will never get the flexibility and versatility of those programs. And those programs also, you know, they're not free.
Yeah.
I mean, DaVinci Resolve, sure, that's free. You can probably use that. Like, you know, that's a good video editing program. But in order to improve your videos, you know, sometimes you have to pay money to buy those programs or get a subscription to even make videos. You know, maybe you need better audio quality, you get a microphone, those aren't cheap. You oh yeah, I totally forgot. You need a fucking PC or equivalent like laptop that has good specs. If you're trying to make videos on like a shitty ass fucking laptop, you know, and you want to fucking upload like 4K videos, have fun rendering that for like 5 days. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah.
Editing your videos to make them interesting is also another thing. You know, you can't just upload a 20-minute long video about you talking about something unless it's very interesting. You know, like it's more than meets the eye, I would say.
Definitely. That's one of the 2 major misconceptions that the average person has, is like the ease of the job and how much money you make from it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people see my channel, 1 million subscribers, they think, oh, you must be really rich.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, sure, if I was making long form content multiple times a month, for a bit of context, when you upload a video that's more than 8 minutes long, you can add more adverts into the video. Ads is like how most people earn money through YouTube. So for example, if you make like a half an hour long video, you can just throw a bunch of ads in there. You earn like double, triple, quadruple the amount of money that a video that's less than 8 minutes would get. And then, I do animation, which takes a long time.
Yeah.
So I can't upload more than once a month, unfortunately.
If anyone doesn't get it by this point, animation takes a lot of fucking work and time. If you guys are like not knowledgeable at animation, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But animation, you have to draw every single fucking frame that you see. Like just imagine, like, okay, pause the video right now, press the fucking like arrow button or whatever, like you can like move what is it, comma or something?
Yes, the comma and the period.
Yeah, imagine this video was like, I mean, what did you use to animate it? Used After
Effects. Yeah,
I mean, that's technically not like
not frame by frame.
Not frame by frame, but like just tap on it for like a little bit. Imagine having to draw every single fucking frame for more than a minute. Like the video needs to be more than a minute, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing that. That takes fucking ages. Even if you draw in like a simplistic style, black and white and that kind of thing, it's still it's crazy how people don't understand how long that takes.
Yeah, it's what, like, I freaking okay. I have like a crisis every couple months where I'm like, why did I make an animation channel?
Should have just turned into Moist Critical, just talk about shit.
Yeah, because it's such so much work, and people do not understand that. It's wild how much people don't understand that. The only people who like truly understand how much work animation is those that have tried to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Like, have fun being an animation YouTuber and getting lots of comments about why you don't upload more. You use a different art style that takes this exact same amount of work as the other one, and people say like, "Oh, this one looks like way worse. You got so lazy, bro."
Also, just to like completely destroy this argument of, hey, this blank animation YouTuber makes videos almost every week. How about you look in their fucking credits? They have like a team of people working for them. They earn enough money where they can pay people to animate for them, or where they don't have to animate as much, So yeah, there you go.
that is the really frustrating position that I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in like I'm like a decently sized channel. I get a decent amount of views and stuff, but it's not enough to be able to hire people to help me with the videos.
It's not.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason you only see like really massive YouTubers, hiring people to help them with their videos.
Yeah. Because they make enough money where they're able to pay people.
Yeah.
Have employees, I guess. I guess this would be a good segue to how to become a YouTuber. Step 1. Make videos. I guess step 1 would probably be make your YouTube account, I guess. Let's say how to become a YouTuber that actually earns money, because the first part is easy.
Yeah.
The whole like, okay, making videos, I know I said it's like not as easy as it sounds, but it is also not that hard. Unless you want to make animations, if you want to.
Depends on the genre.
Let's say you do what I do. You make food and drink reviews. Okay, so you get out your camera. right? You take your food item or drink item of choice, you turn on the camera, you record yourself eating and drinking and reviewing it and talking about it. Okay, so you got your video. It's like 30 minutes long because you talk too much. All right? You go to your PC or laptop, PC device of any choice. You can also use a Mac in case you didn't know. You put that video onto the PC, which sometimes takes a while. You put it in your editing software of choice, right? Then you edit it, which could take between 1 or 2 or 3 hours, depending on how much editing you want to do, because like everything that you see in a video is usually edited. You know, you got to cut the video, you got to make it interesting. Maybe you have like really long pauses where you don't talk, or you make that really stupid smacking sound with your mouth that's really annoying and only annoys you for some reason.
Sounds like someone's talking from experience.
Or you keep doing these stupid pauses where you say and for like 10 fucking times. Yes, I'm talking about myself.
Could never have guessed.
You know, and once you're done with that, you know, you watch your video multiple times to make sure you don't have any errors in it, you know. And then maybe you are epic at editing, and that 30-minute video is now 5 minutes or even, 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, if you're good, you know. Then you upload it to YouTube. And because you have no subscribers, at first, nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. You'll check your stats page, and nothing will happen for like a day, maybe 2, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe even a year, you know. Maybe one day that video will get some clicks, you know, you get some subscribers. And then you're like, okay, I guess I gotta make another video. And then you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe you get a following. Nobody knows. YouTube is rolling the dice on your channel when that happens. Maybe you're even good enough to become monetized. Maybe you reach that 4,000 watch hour limit, that 1,000 subscriber limit. Congratulations, you make money now. How much? Oh, like between 1 cent and 10 euros per month.
Sounds good.
And once you start making money on YouTube, you know, that's this is the really fun part, guys. This is the great. I love this part. So basically, because you make YouTube on, you make money on a platform that doesn't hire you. You do not get hired by YouTube. If anyone's surprised, yes, that's true. You have to make, or I guess you have to open up your own business. And if you don't know anything about opening businesses, good fucking luck to you. Because that shit is probably the hardest thing you will ever do in your entire life.
Damn.
And if, especially taxes, bro. If you don't know anything about taxes, I mean, why would you? Like, you know, didn't they like teach that in school? You know, that would be really cool if they would teach how to do taxes in school and shit. You know? And then, you know, you managed to sign up, you managed to open up your own business. You figured out how to pay taxes, or you hired a tax advisor. By the way, if you don't know how to do your taxes, please hire a tax advisor. This is like holy shit. Doing your own taxes is harder than it looks. Anyways, you know, congratulations, you're a small YouTuber. Try to grow a channel now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's how to be a YouTuber. And if you do really fucking well, you know, maybe you gain even more subscribers, maybe more views, and then you end up in a position like us,
where you're considered not a small business anymore, and you have to do even more taxes.
Yeah, very nice.
Yet you still like don't earn enough where it's like worth it to do all that extra work.
Yeah. So if you guys thought we were rolling in cash, we're not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm making fucking way less than minimum wage, I would say. On my channel, of course, you know. we do have a joint business. You know, we both earn money, and you know, because we love each other so much that we've decided to live together and work together because, you know, we're sadistic like that.
Yeah.
YouTube. Very nice, very nice. So what is it like being a big YouTuber? From a small YouTuber's perspective, me.
Yeah, so one of those things that you don't deal with as much, at least as a small YouTuber, is harassment.
Oh, dude, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love it when random people just start insulting you for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Mostly because they're like under 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a fun thing that you have to deal with when you're a visible online creator is you get to look at random anonymous people just say whatever the hell they want about you.
Yeah, very nice.
And yes, it does get to you, and no, you're not a weak person if that happens.
Yeah.
Because no, like, normal, quote-unquote normal, typical person who's in a typical job ever has to constantly read messages from anonymous people pointing out character flaws, pointing out things they don't like about them, making judgments about them, assumptions about you. Another amazing thing that happens all the time is people would just say like random like stuff about you, like, oh, that guy, he's like, he used to be married and now he's like divorced.
Oh, they like make up shit?
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Other people are just like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for the information.
They just believe it, yeah.
And it's such a like indescribable feeling to like see that take place. Somebody just say like something completely random about you, whether they like made it up themselves or they heard it from some other guy who made it up, or they like, it happens so often that they like mix you up with somebody who like, I guess, does similar content to you. And they're just like telling people like, oh, by the way, this and this, and then the other people are like, oh, okay, cool. Just no like suspicion, no like, oh, can you like point out to me where he said that? Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
Yeah. And you're gonna like especially enjoy the harassment if you are, for example, black or a woman or like any other minority group
other than white cisgendered male,
like disabled or like openly gay or trans. Like,
good luck.
Yeah. So
Here's
like
your helmet.
When anybody who's like a minority online brings this up as like, hey, okay, let me start from this. Have you ever noticed that you feel like there's like not that many like women creators on YouTube, or like other like black people, minorities of any kind? You feel like all you're watching is like white dudes.
I wonder why that is.
And we bring it up as like, hey, so basically, if you are part of any of these groups, you get specifically harassed for those things. And then people counter that with like, oh yeah, but like white guys get harassed for like as well. And it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, that's the whole thing we were just talking about, like people making shit up about you, hyper focusing on like one aspect of you. Like, I don't know, maybe you like wear glasses or something. People will like drill into you that you like look stupid in them or something like that. That happens to everybody who's a creator, whether you're like white or a dude or whatever.
Yep.
But when you're like part of a minority group, it's like a different experience that I kind of can't describe very well. To like have something that like affects your daily life like be specifically targeted by like these people online harassing you and stuff. Not to mention that there are like specific groups online who like specifically target like trans people, for example. Because they don't like that you are part of that specific group, like the part of that part of your identity. They don't like it.
God.
So yeah, if you ever wondered, for example, yeah, let's talk about like being a woman creator.
Oh boy.
So I have a little bit of first-hand experience with this because, before I transitioned, I was often perceived as a woman, and like I never like openly identified as a woman. I've always been like, even back when I was still questioning, I never said like I am a girl. Like when people, it was a common thing that people would question what my gender is, and I would just not answer them.
Yeah.
Even then, I had to deal with very entitled men who decided that they wanted to date, and when I said
yes.
no, they get very, very upset about it.
Because that's how you get girls, am I right, guys?
Yeah, it's like you really like can't understand it until you like experience it yourself. It's such a stark contrast since I started like openly identifying as not a woman. Like even just saying like, hey, I'm non-binary.
Yeah.
Back then when I identified that way, like that shit just stopped.
Yeah.
And like
Damn.
I like, okay, I still deal with like guys who want to like flirt and stuff, but they're so like respectful about it. Like
That's interesting.
like freaking gay and bisexual guys are so respectful when I say like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Compared to like when they see you as a woman, they feel entitled
Oh yeah.
to your attention.
They go fucking full like Neanderthal / monkey.
Exactly.
Where they let their like natural instincts just like tell them like, ooh, woman. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, it's wild. Like just like the contrast of that, like experiencing that.
God.
So yeah, if you're ever wondering why aren't there more like women gaming channels or like commentary channels and stuff, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Because it is significantly less fun to be a woman online.
You know what really ticks me off? People's obsession with assuming someone's gender. Like, if I see a content creator make videos, either good or bad, I don't fucking focus on their gender.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think like, oh, is this person a man / woman? Is this a trans person? Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Why do you care so much about what that person's gender is? Why does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like just that, but being a creator, like a influencer, I guess.
Yeah.
People just want to like know.
They want to know everything about you, bro.
They want to know everything about you.
It's like, Jesus Christ, get off my dick.
And
like, holy shit.
That ties into the whole thing that I was talking about earlier, that people just make shit up about you.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know, like, like, in my friend group, nobody is like that. So, like, I don't know why people are like this.
Yeah. So it really like
it's almost as if we truly live in an NPC world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so weird.
Yeah, and it really like messes with you at a certain point, that like people just want to like know these things about you. They assume certain things about you, and you know, if you are somebody who's like, I guess, not like 100% certain about your own like identity and stuff.
Oh yeah, that fucks with you, dude.
Yeah, it really does. It's like, yo, am I leaning in this direction because of like, based on how my viewers are gonna see me? You know, something that I personally struggle with is like, I feel like, I honestly like I don't deal with that much like hatred for being like trans and not straight, but I'm also like not particularly open about those things.
Yeah. For a reason.
Yeah, I don't like talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Every time I like want to mention like, oh, my boyfriend just came in the room, I have like this thought in my head like, should I like mention that, or should I call him my partner? That's just something that like I guess not to like, I guess, focus on identity so much, but not everybody has to deal with that.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to talk about, especially being a YouTuber, being a content creator, being on YouTube, making videos, is SEO. I feel like if you would have asked me what SEO was like 10 years ago, I would have been like, what the fuck is that? What is SEO? Anyone doesn't know what that is, it means search engine optimization. And you want your video to be searchable, basically. When your video is very well searchable, that can open up new paths to maybe get your video into like the recommended section and that kind of thing. So SEO is like the bread and butter of YouTube. And if you are a YouTuber and you don't know what SEO is, please read up on it. It's probably very important. So basically you want to title your video appropriately, you want to have a good description, you want to have good tags, and most importantly, a fucking good thumbnail. Like, I've heard that having a good thumbnail is like probably one of the most important things in your video. If you have a shit thumbnail, people are not going to click on your video. And I just feel like SEO is just complete fucking shit. I hate it. Like, I hate it so much. Because like you put in all this effort into your video, you wanna like you wanna show it off, you wanna be like, hey, I took like fucking a month work for this fucking video, And if you have bad SEO, that video is not going to do well. You won't get the views you wanted, Because like, I don't know, you titled your video badly, or your thumbnail isn't as good as it should be, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that whole aspect, God.
It's a huge part of like making the videos is one thing, but you also have to market them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The marketing is it's
brutal.
It's because you make this video and you like you're so passionate about it, you're making a piece of art, and then you have to like market it for people to even click on it and watch it. You could make the best video ever, but if your thumbnail and your title are not appealing enough, it's not gonna get the views you deserve. And it's a very frustrating thing when you put a video out and it doesn't do as well as you'd have hoped. You then go through like, okay, trying to figure out why a video didn't do very well. I can't describe it.
Yeah, it's like searching for a fucking, what is it, needle in a haystack.
Yeah, it's like, okay, is my thumbnail bad? Is my title bad? Is the video itself not that good? You look at the YouTube analytics, like, okay, the analytics are incredibly detailed nowadays.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes it still just doesn't make sense. Like a video will have like an amazing click-through rate. Like every time somebody sees that video, they've clicked on it. Like the watch time is amazing. They watch the whole video, but I guess like for some reason YouTube didn't recommend it that much. Sometimes it's just really impossible to figure out why a video didn't perform very well, and that is very grating on the mental health.
Oh yeah. Another thing as well is having multiple social media outlets. You got the usuals: Twitter, Instagram, maybe even TikTok. If you decide to make videos on YouTube, you probably want to like post them on Twitter or maybe advertise them on Twitter, Instagram, whatever.
You kind of have to in a lot of cases.
Yeah, so diversification. Diversify is really important. That makes no sense.
Diversifying, I'd say.
Diversifying. What was I even saying? I forgot.
That you have to post on a bunch of social media platforms.
Yes.
As well as YouTube.
Yeah. I'm already having trouble with my YouTube and juggling between Twitter and Instagram and maybe even TikTok one day. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah, you wouldn't think about it, but it's actually so much work
It is,
to
yeah.
keep like Twitter and stuff active.
It's really weird.
I
Like
really struggle with it.
I had like this goal once where I was like, okay, I'm gonna tweet one tweet every day, and I'm gonna post a picture on Instagram every day. On Instagram, like Instagram's easy. I just take pictures of food.
Yeah.
That's like my thing on Instagram. I like to share pictures of food that I eat. Maybe I cook myself, I find that shit interesting, so that's what I do on Instagram. And it was going really well for like a week, maybe two. I kept it up pretty well. And then I would start like missing some days. You miss a day and you're like, well, I missed a day, that's fine. I'll just post it tomorrow, that's fine. And then you have even more missed days after weeks, and then eventually you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Why am I even doing this? It's like regulating your social outlets is just annoying and hard. And I mean, some people fucking make a living off of tweeting. I mean, people actually earn money on Twitter for writing shit. Like, it's kind of insane if you think about it. I mean, even Instagram, if you do really well on Instagram, you can also use that as an income source. Even TikTok. You can earn money on all of those social media platforms. You just have to get there, which is hard. And YouTube is nice because I feel like YouTube gives you the best chance of getting somewhere.
Yeah, and also that it's like relatively consistent.
Yeah,
as well.
Compared to fucking Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, dude. Like, holy shit, how do people even make money on Twitter?
Yeah,
Like,
so
I don't get it.
yeah. First of all, if the whole like being active on social media is surprisingly harder than you think. If you don't believe us, please like try to like post actively on a social media like every day or something.
Yeah,
and like just try it. It's an interesting experiment.
it's harder than it seems. I don't know. It's weird.
Back to other platforms like especially like TikTok specifically. I want to focus on because for some reason tons of people have this misconception that you can like get famous on TikTok and you're gonna be like set for life.
Yeah.
That's kind of not how it works.
No, you might be famous, but you're not going to be set for life.
Yeah, this might be hard to. This might be surprising to hear, but you earn like nothing on TikTok.
Isn't TikTok CPM like complete fucking bullshit?
Yeah, and it's kind of makes sense if you think about it, because if you watch a YouTube video, almost always there's a ad playing before it.
Yeah.
And if it's a longer video, there'll be ads in the middle and such. On TikTok, you see an ad like every
once in a couple swipes.
Yeah,
I guess.
whilst you're swiping, so it's as if you're sharing the ad revenue between like I don't know, like 5 or 10 different creators. So it makes sense that you don't earn anything.
Yeah.
So people who I guess make it on TikTok, they have to rely on things like sponsorships. So if you ever wondered, why is my favorite TikToker doing an ad for Lidl, the supermarket? That's why, because these sponsorships are the only way they're like earning enough money.
Yeah.
Which is its own whole issue, because which is not just a TikTok thing, but also YouTube. A lot of YouTubers also do sponsorships because they have to. Even if they maybe don't necessarily like use the sponsorship, like the thing they're sponsoring. Like, how many people who sponsored Raid Shadow Legends actually play the game? Probably not that many.
Like 1% maybe.
Yeah, but
I swear.
they kind of have to, and it's a whole issue because it's very easy to get involved with like, not that you would know it at the time, but the like things that might be kind of scammy, or like companies that are kind of scummy.
Oh yeah.
In general. So that's a whole issue. So bringing it like back to specifically YouTube, why do people have to rely on sponsorships and stuff? Because YouTube itself is not very reliable. Like probably one of the worst things about being a YouTuber, I would say, is just this constant fear of like This platform could just shit itself tomorrow,
Oh yeah.
and I would not have any more money. Frickin' Google is going through a lawsuit right now.
Yeah. It's
Every
not going
time
good.
something like that happens, YouTubers are affected
Yeah.
because people who advertise on YouTube like pull out because they're like, oh no, this website is not reliable anymore.
Yeah.
So we as YouTubers, we face the consequences of that. So it's very scary having to rely on a platform and a company which is not particularly reliable.
Yeah. I mean, if YouTube really goes down one day, like I don't even know what. I mean, I guess I would go back to a normal job.
Yeah, we
I don't
would
know what else I would do.
we would be kind of screwed, at least for a
We'd
little
be
bit.
fucked. I mean, a lot of people would probably be fucked. I mean, that another problem with like that like point is like there's just no competition for YouTube. I feel
Yeah.
like. I mean, sure, TikTok maybe,
Yeah,
but that's
it's not the
like
same.
a different. It's a different thing.
Yeah,
you know?
a different audience and a different style
Yeah.
of content.
I feel like if a really big YouTuber would have to, I mean, let's say YouTube shuts down. Let's say fucking PewDiePie, whatever. What is he gonna do? I mean, sure, he has enough money to live for the rest of his life, but let's say he doesn't. Let's say he works from paycheck to paycheck doing YouTube. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna go to TikTok?
Yeah,
Upload his videos there? That's not gonna work.
and as we said, TikTok, you don't earn anything
No.
on TikTok.
Where you gonna go? Daily Motion? Can you even get monetized on Daily Motion? Like, you know, the problem with YouTube is just YouTube is the only video platform where you can
Yeah.
make money,
Yeah.
unless some other company maybe one day will have an equivalent, which is probably never gonna happen because YouTube is fucking expensive. If you guys didn't know, you know, the server costs alone is like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of related, but another annoying thing to deal with as a YouTuber is that you don't have a solid income.
Oh yeah.
So when you have a 9 to 5, you got your job, you always get the same amount of money every month.
The same amount of money. You know what to expect every
You-
month.
You may even get a little bit more because you did overtime or you
Yeah.
got a raise or something.
Or you get a Christmas bonus.
Christmas.
You get
bonus.
holiday money, apparently. Some people get money to spend in their holidays, apparently. The companies I worked for never did that, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah, so obviously, like, not saying that all jobs are super rosy peachy. You can easily get fired or like
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your salary cut and stuff. But in general, just having the same amount of money every month, knowing what to expect, knowing where, being able to budget really easily, like this much goes to bills, this much goes to food, etc.
Yeah.
It's a lot more dicey on YouTube. Kind of for the reasons I've like talked about a little bit with like the CPM being really unpredictable sometimes when Google decides to get into a lawsuit. You wouldn't think of it. You wouldn't think it would be such an issue, but when you're like actually earning, like, okay, maybe I got like 1K last month, I got 3K this month, I got 1.5K next month. It's really hard to
Yeah.
plan for things.
Yeah.
And you can really easily get into a situation where you're like, okay, I want to go to this event in a couple months, or like I want to upgrade my PC, but you just didn't earn enough.
Yeah.
So you're like, nice, I'm screwed.
Oh, it's like, we're doing pretty well with money. Let's move into a better apartment that's like a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
And then you don't make enough money to pay for the apartment. Like, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah,
You're fucked.
You gotta be really careful with that stuff.
Yeah. It's crazy. I guess the thing is, we have this like perspective right now. Like Chip said earlier, the saying goes, the grass is greener on the other side. You always think about more positive things on the
Yeah.
other side, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
The situation we're in currently is like, it's obviously not bad, not shit. We do pretty well, but like if you start thinking about like, I could just I could just throw the towel,
Mm-hmm.
get a regular 9 to 5 job. Nobody's gonna fucking annoy me. All I do is go to work, come back home, and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And you earn this much money every month. You know, it's enticing.
That is a really good segue into the fact that when you are self-employed, basically in any kind of self-employed job, your work/life balance gets absolutely fucked.
Yeah, it's complete. It's like a mess. It's a complete mess. You don't know if you're gonna work or if you're gonna relax, because if you relax, you feel bad about relaxing because you're like, oh, I should be working right now. And then if you're working, you think like, oh, I've done enough work for today. Let me like, I don't know, play some video games. And you play video games and you start getting like feeling bad about not working again. It's just like this fucking cycle of self-hatred. It's great, guys.
And that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But also, I think a lot of people actually experienced that during the pandemic when they had to work from home.
Oh yeah.
But
they got the little taste of self-employment.
When you're working at home in like specifically in the same room, maybe like in your bedroom or like your living room or something.
Top tip: never work in your bedroom. Don't. Don't.
I mean, some people have to. That's the thing.
Oh sure, okay. If you have to do it, if you have any other way of not working in your bedroom, don't.
Yeah.
Because you will end up hating your bedroom.
It's something you never really think about, but when you like go to a job, you like go to the office, you're in work mode, and then you come home, and you're like, I'm home. I'm in home mode. I can relax now.
I can relax until I have to get up at 9 a.m. again.
When you work from home, it feels like you're at work all the time.
Yep.
And we've kind of we're in a lucky position where we have an extra room in our apartment that is dedicated to the office.
Yeah.
So we do
work area.
Yeah, we kind of have this split where this is the work area. When you're not in here, you know, you can kind of relax a little bit. It works kind of, but also
Sometimes,
not really.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Because personally, I have this issue where, you know, we have like this really good PC because we use it for making videos. It's also really good for gaming.
Obviously.
But personally, I can't sit in this office and continue to sit at this PC and relax and play a game because I work all day at this PC.
Yeah.
So like I have to like I like don't play any PC games on a really good PC anymore because I just can't get into it anymore.
Yeah. So sometimes I feel the same way. Like it's just nice to like go into the living room, turn on the Steam Deck, maybe play on your TV. It feels more like you're chilling, relaxing, instead of sitting at your PC where you're like, oh, I could just open up like OBS real quick.
Yeah. So kind of related to the whole work-life balance thing is something you probably heard a lot of YouTubers complaining about is burnout.
Ooh, love that word.
Yeah, I think that whole issue with separating your work and chill contributes to burnout a lot, and that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of YouTubers deal with that.
Yeah.
Along with, honestly, basically everything we've talked about today. You know, this whole thing where you put so much work into something and you don't get the reward back gets very grating. But also for a lot of YouTubers, you have to work like a lot.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to be able to take breaks sometimes because you kind of get in this position where you have to upload a certain amount within a certain amount of time, and there's no like specific deadline, but it has to like be within that time frame in order for you to earn enough money to you know, live.
You know, survive. Be able to afford food. That'd be good.
Yeah. So, like, if you want to take a break, you have to freaking, like, plan for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's one of those things that depends on how big you are as a YouTuber, I guess. At a certain point, you are earning enough where you can take more breaks. But until you reach that point, you're often working more than you would be at, like, a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And taking less breaks. And like you said earlier, when you take a break, you feel bad about it.
Yeah. Talking from experience. Motivational issues as well. It's because it's like sometimes, like, to be honest, with my channel in particular, sometimes I think that it's not worth it. Like, I've been trying to get somewhere with my channel for, I don't know. I mean, the channel exists since 2014, but I've tried earlier. I started in like 2009, maybe. So it's like, well, above 10 years, you know? Sometimes this thought just comes into my mind where it's like, you know, maybe I should just throw the towel.
Yeah.
Get a 9 to 5 job. That kind of thing. Not worry about YouTube anymore. And that, you know, it's sometimes it's very enticing to think about. You know, because I don't know, sometimes it's just I get so fucking demotivated.
Yeah.
You upload a video you work on for like really long, it gets 10 views and it's like, cool, all right, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have the same thing, even as like a bigger YouTuber.
I mean, your numbers are like percentage wise similar, I suppose, maybe.
Well,
I mean, if I have 8K subs, and on a good video, I do like 50 views maybe in the first 24 hours. On a bad video, I do like 5, maybe 10, that kind of thing. Is that similar to what your numbers are, percentage wise?
Kind of. I mean, I would say, on the lower end, I would get like 10%. Yeah. Which is honestly
so about
good.
100K views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's honestly good. There's another misconception that I hear a lot among creators is that you should be getting like 50% of your subscribers as viewers. That's just not true.
Nah.
Especially if you're a channel that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of subscribers that are like dead accounts, like people who don't use YouTube anymore, lost access to their account and stuff. It's completely normal to get less than 50% of your subscribers as views. Yeah. If you are getting more than 10%, I'd say you're like doing really well.
Yeah. And another thing people don't think about is you kind of want your video to reach out further than just your subscribers.
Yeah.
And whenever you hear people in a video say, oh, only 50% of viewers who watch this video actually subscribe to my channel, that's complete fucking bullshit.
They don't understand what it means.
No, just because your video has more viewers than you have subscribers does not mean that your channel is doing bad.
It's an incredibly good thing, actually.
It's amazing. It's good. You want more views than you have subscribers. It's just a thing.
I feel like people would understand how to growing their channel, how it works, if they would think more about how they use YouTube.
Yeah.
Because think about how many times it happens where you see a new YouTuber in your in your recommended. You click on the video and you're like, oh yeah, that video was pretty good. You don't necessarily subscribe immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe if the video was really good, but often it takes you a couple of videos to watch to actually subscribe to them.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of those views can come from people who don't have accounts, which is also okay.
Yeah.
It's not all about subscribers.
It's not. It really isn't.
A lot of people don't understand that.
I mean, having subscribers is nice and all. You know, having a dedicated viewership is good. But, you know, hitting the recommended... Or maybe your SEO is doing well, so you get a lot of views from search. That's the shit you want as a YouTuber. That's the good stuff.
It's kind of sad to say that, but it is all about the views.
It really is. And watch time.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, coming back to the whole motivation thing. With me specifically, when I make a new video, I try to make it better than the previous one.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah, and I do that, I put more time into the backgrounds, add more frames, make the animation smoother. I try to like write it in a funnier way, try to be more creative with what I'm doing. So when that video is put out and it doesn't get the reach that maybe a video that I spent a day on does, it's very demotivating.
Does it make you like just want to put less effort into the videos ever?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But
I guess that's kind of similar to me in a way.
Yeah.
Because when I started making videos, I put a shit ton of effort into the editing to make it really funny. I would sit hours and hours and hours just editing the video, just making it as funny as I possibly can. And at first it was doing well, and then the views started tanking. And then I was like, okay, fuck, what do? I don't know. And nowadays I've gone back to the basics, basically. When I make YouTube videos, I make the video, I edited the video in like the most simplest way possible, just so when I upload it, I do not get as fucking disappointed as I did years ago, I guess. Yeah,
as a specific example from my side, all of my videos used to have lip sync in them. If you know anything about animating, lip sync is a huge pain in the ass.
Fuck, I don't know. I can't imagine that, bro.
So when I realized, like, once it happened that I didn't have time to put the lip sync in, and I was like, oh, sorry guys, sorry about the lip sync and stuff, the video performed just as well as the last one. Maybe even better.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, that's when I realized, why am I wasting my time putting lip sync into everything? Because yes, there are people who like appreciate that extra effort, but it's a case of understanding like why people are watching the videos, especially the whole like animated story time genre. It took me a while to realize this, but a lot of people actually watch those videos like in the background while they're doing something else.
Yeah.
They just want to hear the story. They don't care if the character's moving its mouth that much. They just want to see like, they want to hear a funny story. They want to see like cute artwork. Maybe some like creative animation here and there. But it's kind of a tough thing to get your head around, but you really need to find this balance of like, okay, like it's not about like being lazy or anything like that.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's about finding that balance of like what is like worth putting my time into, what is something people will actually appreciate.
Yeah.
And there's that on that level, but it also does again get very demotivating when you do put that extra effort in. And there's also the case of like you have something in your head a specific way, you're making a piece of artwork, you have this way you want it to be in your head, but you know that if you put that extra effort in, it's not going to get noticed, and you're not going to get the recognition back for it. And it's one thing for it to be like based on views or like view count, but when it's your job and you need a certain amount of views to be able to pay your bills, you unfortunately have to make those sacrifices.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks all of the creativity and motivation out of you at a certain point.
I guess you do have to like find a balance of like not putting too much work into a video, maybe just putting like just enough. In like depending on like how well you think the video's gonna do.
Yeah.
And if you will hit the mysterious recommended section.
Yeah, like I do want to like specify that it's not about like making a bad video instead of a good video.
Yeah, no.
It's just about like allocating certain amount of time to certain things.
Yeah, I guess going back to the thing I said earlier, it's not like I put less effort into the videos nowadays, you know. It's just that I try not to
like
overthink it. Yeah. Like I feel like that's a good thing to do. Simplifying your workflow instead of over complicating it would be a good idea if the viewer who's listening right now does decide to be a YouTuber. I mean, we've shit on YouTube for the last like half an hour, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, I definitely don't want to discourage anyone.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess my best advice for anyone who's listening right now who wants to be a YouTuber, maybe they've dreamed of being a YouTuber for really long. Maybe this video is going to be showed to people 20, 30 years in the future where we'll all be in the metaverse or some shit. I don't know. It's kind of funny thinking about that. You know, the first step of being a YouTuber is enjoying making videos, I would say. And first and foremost, I would say it should be a hobby. If you enjoy it, keep doing it, you know. And if the viewers come in, the subscribers come in, and you start earning money, you know, then you can really think about if you want to do this as a job.
I think it depends a lot on like why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because really quick before we like wrap everything up, I do want to kind of go back to like the social aspect about it a little bit. I think another really big misconception people have is that when you're a YouTuber, you like get tons of friends from that.
Okay. Sure.
Whereas I guess personally I've had kind of a mixed experience with that, because on one hand, like, yes, more people like want to talk to me because they're like interested in me as a person. They like think I'm like, I guess, a talented person or something. Very nice. Thank you. But also the fact that they see you in a different way.
Yeah, they don't see you as a person.
Some people, like, it depends on the person, obviously.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole problem with it, because you don't know who's who a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You can spend your time getting to know someone only for them to turn around and say like, oh, by the way, can you retweet my commissions, please?
Yeah, the fucking, what are they called? Cloud chasers.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking poisonous.
You kind of end up with like a little bit of trust issues. You don't know who like genuinely appreciates you as a person and sees you on the same level as them, or who just wants to use you to get their own gig going. Yeah. And personally, I've had like a really big issue with like feeling like I'm on the same level as someone in like a friendship. Yeah. You know, I like hate it when a friendship feels unequal. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm more important than the other person.
Yeah. You don't consider yourself like better as someone else. Yeah. But somebody might consider you better than themselves.
Yeah, and I want, like, for example, if I would like, I don't know, not talk to someone, then they would like be like chill with that, I guess. Or like, I don't know. There is just like this difference between people who like see you as an equal on a friend level, as if you were someone like they met at high school or something. Then these people who like try really hard to be your friend. I don't know how to describe it, but you can really feel it when you're not like on the same level as someone and they like putting you on a pedestal.
Yeah, the pedal stool.
No. At the same time, it's really interesting because you have people putting you on a pedestal, and you also have people who look down on you.
Oh, yeah.
Because of your job.
Yeah.
Or just because they like to hate on YouTubers. So, like, the thing is, we kind of touched on this a bit earlier, but there is like this grass is greener on the other side concept. We do sometimes think about like, maybe life would be better if we had a typical job, you know, would have better work-life balance and such. But at the end of the day, I am still happy to have the job that I do.
Yeah.
I do still enjoy it. it has its ups and downs, and I don't want this whole podcast to come across as like us trying to discourage anybody or like try to make it seem like it's the worst thing in the world, like, oh, pity me and stuff like that. That's not what it is. Like I said at the beginning, it's more like I just feel like these things are not talked about very much.
Yeah, I know.
And I also think they're very important to know about before you're getting into this.
Yeah.
Because I am able to like avoid a lot of things. Like I feel like I'm pretty good at dealing with burnout and stuff. So as long as you're prepared for those things, it can work out.
Yeah. Always want to end it on a high, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Please tell us your experience if you guys are maybe YouTubers yourselves, small YouTubers, big YouTubers, whoever you are. Let us know in the comments down below. How the YouTube life is treating you.
Yeah. And if you still like listen to all of these things and you're still excited to go on your YouTube journey, I'd love to know like how that's going. Any like roadblocks you've hit or any like positive things that are going on. It's always interesting to add to the discussion and like hear different perspectives from different people who are like on the side of the path. Also, if you're not interested in doing YouTube at all, I'm also kind of interested in like why. If you want to let us know what your path in life is and why you feel like something like YouTube would not be suitable to you.
Yeah.
Like, let us know in the comments.
And if you're one of those rare people who like fucking loves their 9-to-5 job, like your life is your work and your work is your life, let me know. I'd really like to hear that side of the conversation. Of the conversation. I tried to swallow my own tongue there.
Hate it when I do that.
Anyways, thank you very much for listening. Hope you have a good night, good day, whatever time it is. Rate 5 stars.
Happy YouTubing. I don't know.
Yeah. Remember stars, bro?
Oh
my god.
Hell yeah. Respond to this video.
Yeah, please send a video response.
And add it to your favorites.
Yeah. Okay, bye.